If you experience sugar cravings, you are not alone. I wanted to use this video to dive into 4 top reasons why your body might actually be screaming at you for underlying reasons in the form of sugar cravings. So here are the top 4 reasons. The first, blood sugar blues, as I like to call it. So this can happen if your blood sugar dips too low, which is also known as reactive hypoglycemia. It's basically your body's energy levels crashing, and it's kind of screaming for that quick fix, aka sugar, because it's the fastest form of glucose to be transformed into energy. The second, missing nutrients. Some hypotheses are that people can be low in B vitamins, or that your gut perhaps has too many yeast bacteria partying down there. But these imbalances can make you crave sugar. The third, digestive distress. Your stomach has a bunch of what we call hydrochloric acid, HCl, or just stomach acid, in there, which basically helps break down all of the food particles that you swallow. Not making enough stomach acid or HCl, or even not having enough digestive enzymes, can leave your food hanging out in your gut undigested, kind of like sitting on the surface, waiting to go on that roller coaster down your GI tract, but it's stuck there because the particles are too large, not broken down yet. This can actually mess with your body's signals and make you crave sugar. The fourth and final potential reason, hidden food allergies. You might not even know you're reacting to certain foods, but your body is really trying to scream at you and tell you something with those sugar cravings. I always recommend taking or documenting just even like 2 or 3 days with a food diary, not only logging like the exact foods that you're eating. It's less about like quantity and calories and tracking macros and all that. It's more about tracking bowel movements, tracking energy. How did you sleep that night? Did you have any digestive discomfort like bloating or gassiness or belching, anything of that nature? That can really kind of help you home in better on if the reason you're craving sugar so frequently is due to some sort of hidden food allergy. So here's the real kicker. The more sugar you eat, the more you want it. So it's like an addictive cycle. Sugar essentially taps into our natural love of sweet things. Right out of the womb, breast milk is very sweet. So that's always something that we are kind of like Pavlov's dogs, like conditioned to want and seek out biologically, because sugar, usually sugary things, are loaded with glucose, and glucose is, again, that fastest thing to be transformed into energy. So how do we get off of this sugary ride, this bumpy roller coaster of sugar addiction? Well, first we can kind of check your blood for issues and like yeast overgrowth. If that's not the solution for you, you can always look into your digestion and see if you need some extra help with stomach acid or enzyme. You can actually purchase supplements that have supplemental hydrochloric acid or certain pancreatic enzymes like lipase, amylase, things like that, that help you break down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. As if you weren't hell-bent enough on trying to find the solution for your constant sugar craving, sugar can also steal B vitamins and vitamin C from your body, leaving you even more depleted. It can also stress out your adrenal glands, which basically sit right on top of your kidneys. And these two guys are in charge of controlling blood sugar. It becomes this one big cycle. When they're stressed and are overwhelmed with all of these tasks like whack-a-mole, they then in turn release cortisol, stress hormone, which can then mess with your minerals, even further depleting your B vitamins and vitamin C. Not exactly a recipe for feeling great.